healthy meals and for people who are trying to lose weight, basically. So that's what I do.
Oh, all right, thank you. So you do the two.
Yeah, yes, I do the two.
Oh,
Good morning. My name is Stephen Adeyele, and I'm a registered dietitian, an expert in diabetes and weight loss management, and also a mother Sarah nutrition.
okay. Steve, that's okay. Steve, if you could come where I'm sitting, so that will be on my right.
On your right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my opposite way that one from that's perfect now.
Okay.
Welcome there and viewers. This is Sylvia and Steve, and they're going to discuss about detox. We see detox in so many areas. Somebody will say, "Oh, I don't drink. Why I'm going to detox?" So today you are going to tell us what really the detox means and which diversion. So I am over to you. All our ears are here for you today.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about detox. Do you actually need to detox? Does it really work when you say you're doing detox diets and things like that? Does that really work? So basically, detoxification using diets, it's a popular word and trend right now in the community, and it's quite popular, especially this period after festive seasons, or probably after people have had like celebrations and they've eaten a lot. So they tell you, oh, I've eaten so much and now I'm going to detox, or I've had my cheat day, especially for people who are trying to lose weight. They tell you they've had their cheat day and the next thing they want to detox. So basically, when we even say detox, the word detox basically means flushing out the toxins in your system. And then these so-called detox diets, they claim, or rather they promise that when you use the diet, it helps flush out these toxins, this toxic waste from your system. But basically, does it actually really do that? Does it help you do that? So people who, because we have people in the society nowadays that say they are detox experts. They make detox diets for people, they make detox drinks for people and things like that. So you see, they go ahead, they go on telling individuals that you need to take certain types of detox meals. So now, what are these types of detox diets? They either tell you to fast. They tell you that, oh, you should fast for a period of maybe probably 7 days. You should go on a water fast. Don't eat anything. Just drink water for 7 days. Don't eat anything. Or you should go on a strict diet of just fruits and vegetables for probably like a week or 2 weeks. Don't take anything else. Or basically they give you supplements. You have detox teas, you have there's even the detox cream. I don't know how that works. There's even the detox
Detox
cream. There
cream
are pills that they
for
tell
the
you to
body that goes
take.
into your tummy.
I think that is it for the
Yes, they
body,
tell you to rub it on your tummy. They tell you
and then
to
All
rub
it
it on
right.
kills
your
the fat, and
tummy
it
and
makes
it
the
will
fat
burn out the
disappear.
fat.
Ooh.
Exactly. I don't know how realistic that sounds to people actually. Or then there are the pills that they give you to take. They tell you take one in the morning, take one in the afternoon, and things like that. They recommend a lot of things. The most common ones are the ones where people get to do it at home. They put fruits in water. Maybe you put some slice of cucumber in clean water, or you put lemon in water and you say you that's turned to detox water because you put lemon inside, so it's going to cleanse out all the toxins in your body. Or you blend, or smoothies. Most people will even blend a mixture of fruits and vegetables and tell you that it's detox cleanse. They are trying to cleanse their body. Now, really, actually, do this really work? There's also they call the colon cleanse. So you go into a detox clinic and they insert a tube into your tummy, and they tell you they are cleansing your colon. That is your intestines. They tell you that they are cleansing your colon and trying to wash out all the poo and everything in there. All these are really not healthy. So their own reason for doing things like this is that it helps your organs to rest. They tell you, oh, allow your organs have been working a lot, allow them rest. They tell you that it will boost your immune system, your skin will glow, you'll be looking fresh, you have fine hair, nice nails, and things like that. And that's the thing, the society and gullible individuals are moved by things like that. Everybody wants to glow, everybody wants the fine hair. And even most times, they tell you it's going to help you lose weight. In fact, majority of people do detox diets because they want to lose weight. at this point, nobody wants to go through the healthy way of losing weight. Nobody wants to wait that long to be able to actually lose weight the healthy way. Everybody wants to lose it the fast way. So you see people who just go to the gym, they are not eating healthy, they're not eating anything, they just go to the gym and then they take a lot of detox teas and supplements and tell you that the tea will burn the fats and things like that. All that is actually wrong. So Stephen, do you have anything to say? Do you want to shed more light on why you feel this shouldn't work and whatever
I'm
effects
just
it
a little
has?
bit like, oh, is that all? Because all we know is they will tell you, all those you are saying. Normally, that's what we know that people do to detox. So I'm a little bit like, oh, I'm
Yes.
really learning today.
So here's the thing: over the
Yeah.
years, no research has actually shown that detox helps, because people tell you, "Oh, take detox to clean your cholesterol." That detox will help with your blood pressure and your heart, but there's still no research. I don't think there's anyone that's been scientifically proven to show that all of this detox drink, detox tea, whatever cream helps with your cholesterol or with your weight loss or all of this. It doesn't help. So when most people think detox or taking detox tea actually helps them, is because there are laxatives in them that helps you experience diarrhea. And the way you start expressing that, you start losing water, you start losing nutrients, you start losing your good nutrients, your potassium, your protein, start losing nutrients. So they think they're actually losing weight, but rather they're losing the water weight. Because when you restrict yourself, it leads to deprivation, and by then you're also losing good nutrients. Because I mean, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not eating well, definitely you feel as if you're losing weight, but that is not a lifestyle. So the moment you start losing water weight, they'll tell you, oh, I'm losing weight, but rather they're just experiencing free diarrhea. I call it free diarrhea. Because I mean, why would you put yourself through the pain of going to the toilet 5 times a day just because you think you're losing fat? Now you're not losing fat, you're just experiencing free diarrhea. And during the process of this detox, it comes with a lot of restriction, and with restriction brings about deprivation, because when your body is not getting enough food, or when you're losing water, or you're thinking you're losing fat, rather you're not allowing your body get enough electrolytes. And like I said, the body needs electrolyte to function properly. So when you keep losing water, keep going to the toilet regularly, keep thinking you're losing fat, but rather you're just losing water, your body is losing out electrolyte. Or that electrolyte, there won't be an imbalance. There won't be a balance in the body, rather you become imbalance, and which will not lead to homeostatic level, and which will probably bring down the pH level of the body. And Sylvia said something about those who think taking lemon water in the morning is good. I mean, you can put maybe have just give your water flavor, but then again, that is not a way of detoxing, or we don't encourage that, because technically not detoxing, rather you're increasing your acid level in the stomach. Because if you keep adding lemon water, most people take it 5 times a day, thinking, oh, it's detox, oh, it's cleansing my system. No, and we don't have to rely on all of these things to think we are detoxing, because generally the body helps us with detoxifying the body. That's the work of the body. The body does it. We don't need to tell the body what to do. The body already knows what to do. So when they tell you they're detoxing, they're just experiencing that free diarrhea. And when they take most of this detoxing drink here,
And
there's no,
can I step in here?
yeah, sure.
I just joined now and I don't know. So what is the actual detox? I mean,
Oh, we are getting
whether
there.
the right way or not, what is detox?
What's the
Yeah,
actual?
so
Yeah, what is
basically,
detox? Yeah.
Yeah, what
detox
is it?
is a
Yes,
process of which the body itself is meant to clear away toxins from the system, from the
the
body
body.
rather. So the body already knows what it's supposed to do. It's a way of cleansing the system. And in most cases, where the term detox, or most patients without detox in the hospital, mostly are AKI patient with bad kidney, or kidney patient. We tell them we need to
Yeah.
detoxify. They cleanse them. They run them through dialysis. Set up the dialysis machine on them, take out the blood and put it back in the blood, whereby we purify the blood, take it out and put it back in them, because their kidney is not working properly. So that's the only patient that we are medically allowed to detox. So
The
whenever I tell people that, whenever people come to me like, oh, I need to detox, I tell them look for a dialysis clinic. Tell them to run the machine on you and take out your blood and put it back in, because that's the only
And you
way
know you got
you can detox. Because we don't recommend it. So that's the only patients that we tell, oh, you're allowed to detox here, because they need to detox because their kidney is not working properly to filter um the toxins from their body. So, but if you're healthy, you have an healthy kidney, liver, your skin is looking fine, then definitely you are detoxing, because you don't need to tell the body what to do. It knows what to do on its own. Although there
it.
are ways you can boost the organ, because there are ways there are times when they don't work properly. One, because of disease and age. Those are the factors that might not allow them to function properly. But then they are working. So there are ways you can boost them to work properly, which we are getting to in the course in the
yeah.
course of this, which we are getting to. But then again, detox, just like I was saying earlier,
Just to add, just
when
to
they
add
take
a
the
few
drink,
Stephen
it
had
doesn't help.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't. Just to add a few things to what Stephen said, just with the question you asked, Agnes, about what exactly is detox and the
Yeah.
toxins. So just like he said, it's removing the toxins from your system. Now you wonder how these toxins in the first place, how did they even get into your system? There are times that you buy processed foods in supermarkets, and when you
Mhm.
look at the ingredients, you see food additives. Most of those food additives are actually harmful to your system. Your body cannot digest it. So it's in your system as a toxin. There are some that contain little amounts. That's why there's sometimes you can't eat certain vegetables raw, you can't eat yam raw, you can't eat potatoes raw and
Mhm.
things like that, because they contain certain amounts of toxic
Toxins in
of
them.
chemical substances that are harmful to the body. Yes. So all these things, all these vegetables, when you digest them, those little amounts, those are what builds up in the body as toxins. And so, just like he said, the body on its own has the ability to remove this toxin. There is no way your body will allow you to keep inhaling all of this and eating all of this, and it's not going to take it out of your system.
Because
And
all
then
of these
also,
things are
yes,
foreign to the body. And just like Sylvia said, majorly two types of toxins. You have the external ones, which basically are caused during metabolism, when the body is metabolizing itself. And there are also the internal ones. External ones, you get them from your food, from the air you breathe, from chemical substances, and you get them
yeah.
from your daily activities. So yeah, the body already knows what's supposed to do, because the body knows that these things will definitely come in. So it knows how to react to them, because they are foreign bodies, they are strange to the body. So the body is prepared and equipped enough to handle all of this. So you don't need external factors to help you detoxify or cleanse the body.
But I could hear people say they are detoxing like from
Yes.
drinking. So what is that one as well? Because like when somebody want to stop drinking alcohol, that I would say excessive alcohol, he says I'm detoxing. So what is that one?
The moment you start taking, I've come across people like that. Hey, I'm stopping, trying to stop taking alcohol, and they start taking about concussion to help them detox or
Mm.
stop that. The moment you start taking everything apart from water or anything, you're basically detoxifying your detox, because that's what the kidney will process. You're taking things to help you detoxify, but then again, the kidney will be detoxifying the detox drink you're taking. So that'll be double work for the kidney. You're giving the kidney double work to do, which is overload, which can in the long term kill the kidney. So none of all these things. The best way for you to actually avoid smoking or drinking, all of that, is to go through a process. We call it the withdrawal process. You go through that process, you see a psychologist or someone with professional help, you seek counsel, and they'll tell you the ideal way or the good way to help you curb all of this process, not taking about drinks or concussion to help you, because basically you're giving your kidney double work to do. Because the kidney will also have to detoxify that drink you think is going to help you, which is
All
double
right.
work for the kidney. And we don't want the kidney to overwork itself or overwork. We're not paying the kidney enough to
Yes,
overwork
that's
itself.
why that's yeah, just to add to that, that's why in the long run, when you do this detox diet, you can't do it. It's not long term. You can't do it for a long
It's not a
while. It's
lifestyle you
very
can
short
sustain or
because your body will
maintain.
not be able to sustain it. Before you know, you start having effects. You start to feel, yeah, it's not a lifestyle you can sustain. You start feeling dizzy, nauseous. You start vomiting because why? You have literally crashed your diet. You have restricted your calorie intake to just water or just fruits and vegetables. Don't get me wrong. Eating fruits and vegetables is actually healthy. In fact, you should eat your daily 5 portions of fruits and vegetables in a day. But then the thing is, not only fruits and vegetables, you don't get all your nutrients from just fruits and vegetables. You need to eat other things to also get nutrients from them. So that's why most times people who go through this diet, you see at the beginning, they tell you that, oh, they feel much better. Some say, you're saying we should not detox. But after all, when I detox, I feel better, I feel refreshed and things like that. You only feel like that because you've obviously starved your body of such nutrients, and then now all of a sudden you're eating fruits and vegetables. Your body is getting the nutrients it's supposed to get. So obviously you will feel good, you feel better and things like that. But the moment, just like they say, too much of everything is too much of everything is bad. You're giving your body just one particular nutrient back to back, just one particular type of vitamins and minerals back to back. The other vitamins and minerals become deficient. And then the one you're giving your body is excess. That is going to cause something else in your system.
Mm.
So that's just something
And just
that
as Sylvia
people
has
need
said,
to look
yeah,
out for.
it's just like it makes you micronutrient deficient or micronutrient insecure. Being about micronutrient insecurity, because you're not getting, yeah, there's no diversification, there's no your foods are not varied. You're limiting yourself to just some particular type of food, so you're not getting enough from all the food groups and all the food classes, because you've limited yourself to a particular type of food. Where, because just like beans, now beans is not a complete protein. You need a balance of two. beans products or 2 legume products to give you a complete protein when it comes to beans. So when people are limiting themselves to a particular type of food or particular type of beans, they're not getting enough. So you need a combination of both. So when you are restricting yourself, or when they do what they do when they do detox, limiting yourself, you're not getting enough nutrient or enough nutrition from one particular type of food. That's why we encourage diversification in your food. Take from all the food classes of all the food classes. The only time where we restrict as dietitians or as nutritionists is when the patient is sick or due to medical conditions. That's the only time we restrict. And
Yeah.
even that when we restrict, we modify your food to make sure you're getting enough. We don't necessarily take out the things you like because food is meant to be enjoyed. We don't want you missing out of any food because food is meant to be enjoyed. That's why we have food for. So we, as diet as professionals, we don't take away anything from your food. Rather, we modify it to suit your particular lifestyle or disease condition at that particular time. So we would never tell you as professionals, not professional dietitian will tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that. We don't do that. We make sure that whatever you're eating suits your present lifestyle condition. So you can enjoy the good things of life, enjoy the good food of life. We don't take away anything. That is why when people are trying to lose weight, we advise them see a professional, seek professional counsel, not from some celebrity or people that say acclaimed self nutritionists. No, you don't see any of that. You see those if they don't have it registered in their name, then they're not licensed enough to give you nutrition advice. So that's what we
Yes,
encourage
yes.
people to do. So make sure it's
Even speaking
licensed.
of Yeah, even speaking of people who are trying to lose weight, you see majority of people who want to lose weight, they are the ones that do the detox more often. Because why? They tell you that it works faster. You say, it works for me, and I just need to drink the tea and my tummy will be flat and I've lost weight drastically. Of course you will lose weight drastically because you're actually restricting your calorie intake. You're not eating. But now, just like Stephen had mentioned before, are you actually losing weight? You're not losing fat. What you're losing is water and your carbohydrate storage. You're actually not losing weight. Now, the thing about it is that when you stop and say, okay, you know what, I'm done with the cleanse, I think I'm fine, I've lost the weight, you are going to gain double of that weight back if you stop and go back to your eating habits. Why is that? Because when you're starving yourself, that it triggers your stress hormones, and then from there your stress hormones lead to an increase in hunger. Before you know, you always want to eat. It's what we call emotional eating. You always want to eat, you always want something sweet, and then even after eating that, you are not satisfied, you always still want to eat more. So that weight you think you have lost using detox diet, in just a day you will gain everything back. So that is why we always advise people that when you want to lose weight the healthy way. Our advice is that reduce your portion intake, reduce the amount of meals that you eat, have a reduced portion intake, and always work out regularly every day, at least 30 minutes workout. And trust me, you will lose the weight in a very healthy way.
So
Also,
the
most of the
workout
supplements
30 minutes works.
yeah.
So do your workout 30 minutes will help as well.
Sorry?
Yeah, it will help you. Yes, working out 30 minutes will help because that's a way of boosting
Yes, it will
your
every
body to
day.
respond fine.
All right.
So most of the things we've
Yes,
come across,
any
people
type
that
of
go on
workout,
this
even if you
detox,
can't take walks.
people that go on this detox are people
No, go on, Steven.
who have research has shown that they don't have healthy relationship with their food. Because if you have healthy relationship with food, you're able to balance your food culture, your lifestyle culture, all of your cultures together. Then I'm sure you'll be fine. Because also, if you are eating healthy normally, if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, taking from all the food classes, all the classes of food, all the food groups, then you should be fine because that shows you have been able to combine your food culture and your lifestyle culture together. So you have an healthy relationship with your food. You're not overly obsessed with food, or you're not restricting yourself from anything, from the food we have. So yeah, so the important thing is to have an healthy relationship with food, where you're able to balance food culture and your lifestyle culture together, put the both together, and then you'll be fine. And most
Yes,
times when
actually,
people
it's a
think they need
restriction.
detox is when they've seen certain signs in their body. Like some people tell you, oh, I feel fatigued today, or I feel bloated, or I feel like I'm
Yes.
not getting enough sleep, or I feel like I'm having a headache, or I feel like I'm stressed. Then I think the next thing to do is detox. No, that's not the next thing to do. The next thing you need to do is assess your body, understand why your body is giving you this sign. Because definitely your body will give you this signs if you have been stressed, if you have overworked yourself, you get these signs. But the next thing for you to do is not to detox, for you to understand your body, assess your body, and give your body what it wants. What your body might want at that time might be sleep, might be rest, might just be you having, like we say, having a good circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is not just about sleep; it's about your 24-hour daily activity. So give your body what not detox. Because what people tell you, oh, I feel bloated today, I think I need to detox. I feel fat, I feel this. That is not time for you to start taking detox drink or taking smoothie or juice or whatever stick drink they are giving you. That's not the time for you to do that.
All of that. Yes.
It's a time for you to
I
assess your
actually
body
used to have a
and
housemate
rest.
that, yeah, I actually
As
used to
we're
have a
talking,
housemate that
we're talking about water. So how many do you have to
yeah.
have a day? Because you're talking about some people are detoxing with water. So how many liters of water do you recommend a day?
Sylvia has said, like, well, what is too much of everything is bad. I mean, water is good. The more you have too much of it, definitely you feel bloated. But as much as you try to encourage for water drink, at least 8 glasses or 2.5, then again, 2 liters is fine. But then again, it depends on your activity level and the time, the season. Like during this period now, it's winter, it's pretty much cold. You find yourself drinking less water. But as much as you find your body is telling you, you find yourself drinking less water, we encourage you at least take 2 liters of water. And during the dry season, if you can drink more, drink more. But then again, understand your limits. Also, when you drink too much, you feel bloated, you feel too tired to do anything, and then you don't have enough space to eat your food because you've filled the space up with water. So you need to be able to control, but like I said, like Sylvia said, portion and size control is very important. It's key in nutrition. So you need to be like, okay, in a day I'm having 2 liters of water, then evenly distribute your water intake. Tell yourself, okay, in the morning I'm having this amount of water, in the afternoon this amount of, and in the evening this amount of water. So evenly distribution is key to healthy nutrition. But then again,
Please,
it
if you
depends on
are
your
on, share
Yeah,
the
lifestyle and
because
video
activity.
and
most of
educate
the
people as well. That's why we want you to share the video. Because if I have it alone, my sister or my brother doesn't have it. But if you are able to share, you are also educating somebody to save a
Mm-hmm.
life as well. Because these things, when you do it wrongly, you can also end up losing your life as well. Anything that is bad is bad. So share it and educate a friend or a family member as well. Thank you.
Definitely.
yeah. So and then also when we talk about like the supplements that people use, the detox supplements, actually another thing that people feel is that when they take these pills and when they take the detox tea, they go, just like Stephen said, free diarrhea. They go to the toilet, they use the restroom very often. This is because most of the ingredients used for the supplements are laxatives and diuretics, and they make you stool a lot or use the restroom a lot. But then it's also very harmful to the system. It's not good for your body system. Why? Because it will cause tummy cramps because of the contractions that you're going to keep having. It can cause tummy cramps. It will also cause dehydration because you keep stooling, you're losing water from your system, so you can
And
get
use electrolytes as
dehydrated.
well.
Yes, you lose electrolytes as well. And then also same thing for the colon cleanse too. It's also not healthy. It also causes severe dehydration, not even the regular dehydration, really severe dehydration. So all of this is not helpful at all for the body. So now, what exactly is the right way to detox? How exactly should we be detoxing? Well, then that's the thing. Your body does the work for you. Your body actually doesn't need you to do anything. Like it's his work. Let it just do the work. If you actually had if the toxins in your body keeps piling up and you feel that there's something wrong, you will either fall terribly ill or you will die. So for you to be sitting here, for you to be healthy, for you to be able to move around, to do things and all of that, just know that your body is actually working and cleansing your body. So now we have specific organs in our body that play a role when it comes to detoxification. We have the liver, which it's the major detoxification organ in the body. We have the kidney, we have the lungs, we have the skin, and we also have our lymph system. So I'll let Stephen enlighten us more on that area.
And before we move on to the organs that help us to detoxify, it's important to know that, like we earlier mentioned here, you get toxins from everything, especially from the food we eat. So now, for you to call something food, you need to understand that for something to be classified as food, one, it has to be safe. So whatever thing you're eating that is not safe is not classified as food. So most of these toxins, most of this detox drink we are taking, it's clearly not safe because it's not food. So for it to call something food, it has to be safe. It has to be toxin free. If it has toxins in them, then it's not ideal to classify it as
That's
food. So it
good.
has to be clean, to be safe, to be toxin free. Then it has to be able to provide the body with nutrients. Not just nutrient, the body has to be able to absorb the nutrient. That's what we can classify something as food. So speaking of the organs that they help detoxify the body naturally, as we've mentioned, the body does the process itself without us helping it. Although there are ways we can boost them, just like we earlier mentioned, through exercise, through daily activity, lifestyle modification. But then the kidney and the liver, they basically do the same thing. They help to filter toxins out from the body, a good process of filtration where they know what to do, filter out toxins from the body. And the skin itself, which is one of the biggest way we can take out toxins, when we exercise, when we sweat, when we run, when we see ourselves sweating, bringing out sweat from our pores, definitely that's the process of way of body cleansing itself. So meant to start sweating, that's why we encourage people to work out, because when you work out, when you exercise, you're losing out sweat. Technically, you're losing out toxins, you're losing out whatever thing the body doesn't need. So when you keep exercising regularly, keep sweating, keep burning the calories, then definitely you're losing out toxins, because that's the body telling you, oh, I'm working. So that's what we encourage for exercise, at least 30 minutes exercise a day. Exercise, keep your organs working fine, keep your liver working fine, keep your kidney working fine, have a lifestyle, a good lifestyle, have a good lifestyle, then everything works fine. Just don't do the work of the body for the body. The body knows what to do. The body knows when to filter. The body knows when to rest. The body knows when to start filtration process. That is not your job. The body knows what it's supposed. That's what the body was. That's what the kidney and the liver were designed to do. They know what to do. So yes, just on that, on the organs and how they help us
Yeah.
with our detoxifying process. So like I
Yeah,
said,
just to throw
exercise
more light on
regularly.
that, even our lungs, yeah, even our lungs are also responsible in helping us remove toxins from the body. That's why most times, sometimes you wake up in the morning or during the day,
We keep you
you see
alive.
that you cough and you have phlegm, or you sneeze, or most times when we sneeze, that is literally your lungs helping you remove things from the body. So all the things that, yeah, just like you said, the major organs are the liver and the kidney. But then there's sometimes that not everything is taken out of the system. So the skin and the lungs help you do that. They flush out all the remnants and things like that. Say, oh, okay, I think there are still a bit in there. Let everything just come out and all of that. Even most times when you fall sick, before you fall sick, we are actually prone to a lot of things, a lot of bacteria and fungi and things like that can make us fall sick. That is why our lymph system helps us to fight these infections before it actually breaks down our immune system. So really, one of the major things to be keeping healthy is just boost your immune system. And the only way for you to boost your immune system is to live a healthy life, eat healthy. Make sure that your meals, you're having a balanced diet, which is like a meal that contains all the required nutrients in their right proportions. This will help you boost your immune system. It's to help even your organs function, because as much as these organs actually do their work, you can actually kill them in the process. You can actually break them down. So if you eat healthy, your organs are healthy. Eat foods that will also help the organs. For example, for the liver, you have to eat foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which means like seafoods like fish, salmon, and things like that. You can swap saturated. In fact, you should swap saturated fatty acids with unsaturated fatty acids. So which means switching your regular butter for nut butter. When I mean nut butter, I mean like almond butter, peanut butter, and things like that. You should reduce, in fact, if possible, cut down your alcohol intake. But remember, do not cut it down in a crash diet process. You have to cut it down regularly so that you do not cause something
There's a
else for
step, their
yourself.
process. So
And
you just
yes, it's a step. Yeah, you can't just cut it off like that. You have to go in the gradual process. And then also take fruits and vegetables that are rich in vitamins, antioxidants. An example is sunflower oil. So you can switch your regular vegetable oil for either sunflower oil or olive oil. Just try and eat healthy and things that will keep your organs working very fine. And detoxification will not be an issue for you. You will not be thinking of how you want to buy one detox tea or how you want to get water and lemon and things like that. You will be very okay. You'll be very fine. I mean, do you have
And just
anything
to
you
add
want
up
to
on
add?
something, whenever we feel pressed or they need to use the toilet or to pee, as much as you might be busy at that time, as much as possible, try to use the toilet at that time, because that's your way. That's your way of the way of your body telling you, I need to get rid of these toxins right now. I need to get rid of this impurity right now. So do not hold back on your urine or when you need to use the toilet. When it needs to come, let it come, because that's your way of. Because the body will not keep what it doesn't need. It's foreign to the body, so the body needs to let it
Yeah.
go. So and if you don't pee at that time, you know what happens? The urine process goes back again, like goes to the body and starts all over the process again, which is we should do encourage, because then it can what's it called damage the bladder, which is a terrible. Which you don't want any of that. So the moment you feel pressed, the moment you feel need to use the toilet, as much as you're busy at that time or whatever, find an excuse. to use the toilet. Do not wait and say, "Oh, I can hold it." For no reason should you hold on to your urine or to your poo or whatever. Do not hold on to it, because then it goes back and it goes through the body again and needs to come out. So those time when you feel extreme, don't wait till you feel extremely pressed. Yes, that's the word. Means you need to go, you need to go. Do not hold it in, do not lay back, just go. Do what you need to do. Get rid of the toxin, let your body do the work, because that's your body telling you, I need to do this right now. So listen to your body, pay attention to your body. And if you listen to your body regularly, you wouldn't need to you don't need external sources to detoxify. You don't start
Yeah.
needing to waste or to spend money unnecessarily, because this detox drinks are quite expensive. When they told you, like, someone was telling me a story one time, when they told me the amount they buy this juice, I was like, wow. I mean, if I have that money, if I keep, that'll be a lot of money, right? So as much as possible, save your money. You don't need
It's
all of this,
actually, yeah.
because
A lot of
those
people
things are
spend it all.
expensive. I'm like, if you can spend all of this money buying all of, why not just go to the gym, meet up with a diet, a professional to help you plan a meal routine or a life.
Why not this? Why?
Yes, just go to the
Yes.
healthy process, because all of these drinks, they're not sustainable, like we say, they're not lifestyle. And as professionals, we encourage for things that are lifestyle sustainable, things you can do like 20 years from now. I don't think you can keep taking juice cleans for 5 years or 2 months. You can't, because at some point your body will tell you you will collapse, because you're not getting enough to it.
No,
You're
you
not
can't.
getting enough
It's
carbohydrates,
literally not a long-term
and your body
intervention.
basically functions on carbohydrates. So most people tell you, oh, avoid carbohydrates, stay away from sugar. You can't do all of that, because your body needs to function, your brain especially needs to function on carbohydrate, fuel to the body. So anyone that is coming to tell you carbohydrate is bad, sugar is bad, they're basically trying to kill you. Because if you don't take enough carbohydrate or sugar, then the fat start doing the work of carbohydrates, which we don't want. When the fat start doing the work of carbohydrate, when the body start breaking fats down as carbohydrates, that is the fat doing, or the organ doing another job that's not meant to do, which we don't want. So no, we don't want the fat doing the work of carbohydrate. Let carbohydrates do the work of carbohydrate, and let fat do the work of fat. So yeah, that's why you need to see an expert.
I think in everything, when you do it in excess, becomes so much. Because if like your sugar intake increase, I think that is where the danger is.
Oh,
But
that
I
is
think
where,
if
yeah,
you
that is where the danger. Yes,
moderately, I
it's
think
more,
it will be
and that
fine.
is why we advocate for
Yeah, you
moderation,
pressed on
portion control.
the urine, which I was so happy because I think most of us will do that. Hold on to your urine,
Hmm.
holding on to I mean, visiting the toilet. Then instead of you wait till the last minute.
To the last
So I'm
minute.
really happy that you're stressing on that because I think it's a common thing.
It is a common thing,
Using the word I can hold it, it's so common. But today
which is
you are
very
letting us know
terrible.
that it goes back again.
It goes back again, and yes, giving the bladder more work to do, and then you're putting so much pressure on the bladder, and that is a very terrible thing. When you put so much work on the bladder, then you feel most people get to feel abdominal pain, which is your body tell you that, "Oh, I can't hold on to this," and if you keep holding on to that over time, you break down. If most people after they have bladder issues, they have this, they have that, because they've pressed on to the bladder for too long. They've put so much pressure on the bladder, and we don't want all of that. So the moment you need to go, you need to go, or else it goes back into the system again, goes back through the circle again, and we don't want all of that. We don't want all of that. I'll be giving the liver, the organs, double work to do, and we don't want to overstress them, because they know what they're supposed to do. So if you're stressing them, we're not paying our organs enough to go through all of this stress for free.
I think Sylvia having challenge with internet
With the
where she
connection.
is. Yeah, so you are alone by yourself now.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you keep turning, so I know that she's struggling with that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if
Somebody is asking that is it okay to take just have carbohydrate in the afternoon and then the rice you have like protein, the salad and all those things. Somebody's asking, is that
is
okay
that
to
for
have
the
just
for the rest of the day.
yeah, just having carbohydrate just for the day, like
Here's
the
the thing.
lunchtime.
As much as we try to watch our carbohydrate and our sugar intake, your body actually needs them. So there's a quantity you need to take for a day. So if you're not getting enough for the day, one, you become fatigued, you become fatigued, your body is you're not getting enough, and then you collapse because you're not
Mm.
getting enough sugar for the day. So just limit yourself to half cup of carbohydrate a day. Might not just be enough. Now, and we will accept people with certain medical conditions that will limit or restrict certain things for them. But for this person, you need to see an expert so they can plan for you. But on a general note, you should not just have an half cup of carbohydrate and rely on your vegetable or your salad, because that way you'll not be getting enough for your body, and your body needs enough. Like we said, diversification and varieties is the key to life. You need to be able to vary your food, touch on all the classes of food. Protein alone cannot give you all the things you need. Your salad alone, fat alone cannot give you. So you need to touch on everything. So as much as as much as you're trying to lose weight or for whatever reason, try to touch on all the classes of food. Try to touch from all the food groups. Don't just limit yourself to half carbohydrate a day. That might not be enough for you. But then again, it's dependent. So we calculate based on your age, your lifestyle, your activity level, and whatever disease condition. That's when we do. These are the factors we need to consider to tell you, okay, 1 cup of this is enough, half cup of this is enough, or whatever portion of this is enough. So you need to see an expert so they can because nutrition is a tailored approach. It's not a one shoe fits all. It's a tailored approach where we meet our patient individually and tell you, okay, this is what's best for you. We don't just tell you, we work together. You tell us what you want. We tell you, then meet at a meeting point. We don't just impose something upon that. Take 1 cup of this, take half a cup of that. No, we work on based on what you want. You tell us what you want, then we work with what you want. So don't just impose anything upon you. And that's why we are different. That's why we are experts on like the Instagram or social media. You see that they'll tell you, take no, this is what I know. We work based on what you want. You tell us what you want. We work based on what you want, not based on what we want. Tell us what you want. Then we work on based on that to help your life and your lifestyle and your journey process. We don't impose anything upon you. So for this person, you need to see an expert because I don't think half a cup should be enough. If you want to get enough
So it's
from
like
good nutrition.
having the food, having like a lunch with carbohydrates, with fish and everything. Then in the evening.
Oh, for lunch. Oh, that is fine. If it's for lunch, if it's
so
for,
this say
but then
maybe
again,
the quantity.
but then again, is this person getting enough? Like I said, because we don't want you to go hungry. For no reason should you go hungry during the day. So we need to know if you're getting enough. Because if you have restriction, you need to know what your age is and your activity level. Because if you're someone that is extremely physically active, then I don't think that cup should be enough. So it depends on your lifestyle, your activity level. If you're someone who is physically extremely active, then we don't want you to go hungry. Because the moment you go hungry, you start snacking on anything and everything.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we're trying to avoid. I mean, you're allowed to snack, but on a healthy snack. When we are planning a meal routine for someone, we put in room for snack because you have 10% allowance for snacking. So yeah, these are the things we consider. So we don't want you snacking on just anything or having a bite of chocolate because you feel hungry. So we need to know if you're getting enough to eat. So this person should see an expert so they can calculate to see if you're getting enough to eat.
Okay, just to add, I think my network was a bit bad, but then I heard part of your talk on when you need to go to the toilet and holding it back. Just to add something on that. So now you see when your intestines when they want to eliminate all the toxins and they've turned everything to feces and is waiting to be excreted, and you've delayed that, you're holding that back. Now we have healthy microorganisms in our intestinal lining. We call them in the mucosal membranes. So what they do is that they hold on to, they wait, and everybody's waiting for you to let that feces out of your body system. But the moment you hold back, those healthy organisms will mutate. They will turn into toxins themselves. Now, instead of acting on that feces, they turn into toxins and they start to act on your mucosal membrane, that is your intestinal walls, and they start to break that down. And then that starts to bring, and then before you know it, you're stooning. You already have what we call gastrointestinal.
You can also have ulcer from
infections.
there.
Yes, you start having gastrointestinal infections. You feel bloated. You're releasing fat constantly. You're not at that point. Most times, it depends on what you've eaten or depends on what your body wants to excrete. At that point, sometimes you're not even able to go to the toilet. So most times you start to get constipated, tummy cramps, and things like that. So just like he said, when you're pressed, when you need to go, it is very important that you go. This is very important that you go because it can lead to further things for you in the future.
We don't want any of that.
Yes, please.
We've really learned something a lot because all of us, most of the time, it's like you are busy in the kitchen and you feel like, oh, let me finish what I'm doing. But today,
when you need to go, you need to go.
Yeah, you've given us a good insight on the effect because I think we take it as normal. Since because you can hold it, then we think it's normal. So I think
it's normal
really
to hold it.
A lot, especially from this very cycle, which is so common.
Yeah.
Because we hold on until the time you are going, it's like you feel like you have to just come.
It has to just come. Yeah, you have to just go. Yes, I know. I can imagine. Also, for people who experience bloating. For people who experience bloating, suggest that you watch what you eat because the thing is, okay, how do I stop feeling bloated? How do I avoid bloating? So most times it's air. Bloating, in fact, every time it's just air and gas in your tummy. So you must have probably eaten something that has caused that. Probably, obviously, one of the major causes is processed food. So you must have maybe had fried fries from one of these fast foods, and fizzy drinks. Fizzy drinks contain lots of gas, so you've had fizzy drinks, you've had something. I, for one, I experienced that the moment I don't take fizzy drinks, but the moment I have a sip of a fizzy drink, that's the
You get
end. I
bloated.
immediately bloat. Yeah, so you should always watch what you eat. Whenever you feel bloated and whenever you're constipated, what have you done? Now, another thing, how do you solve that? Because in your mind, the first point of action is, oh, I should detox. Let me go
I
and
should
drink
take a
lemon.
juice. I should take a
Yes, I
lemon
should take
drink.
juice. Let me go and drink lemon water or something like that. No, just drink water. Relax.
And
Relax
if
your
you
mind. Just like
can,
you
go
said,
for a walk.
circadian routine.
Go for a
Yes,
walk.
it's
Because
not even
usually,
if
whenever
you
I feel
can.
good, whenever
You
I
have
feel
to.
constipated, and I take fiber, food reaching fine, I go for a walk. I pretty much feel fine. So whenever I feel like, oh, I've had too many of this, or I feel like I'm having free radicals roaming around in my body, I go for a walk. If possible, I go for a run sometimes. But if not,
Yeah.
I go for a walk just to clear myself and to get myself back in balance. So yes,
Yes.
basically just have a good circadian rhythm, know what to eat at the right time, have a meal routine, have a meal plan, and seek an expert.
An expert, yes. Exercise is actually key. It helps a lot of people. I can testify to that because most times when I feel down and I feel bloated and I feel that I was telling a friend recently and I'm like, for the past few weeks now, I don't think I've been eating properly. I need to do something. I need to go back to the gym because once I start working out, my body just feels relaxed again once I get myself together. So always at least try, even if you can't go for 30 minutes run or anything in your house. 30 minutes, just dance. just dance, walk it out, just
Yeah,
do
it
something
helps.
to, yes, it
It does
helps. Do
help.
something to keep you active, or do some house chores or something to always keep you moving and to keep you active,
Even
especially
climbing your own
people.
steps up and down.
Yes,
It
it
does
does.
help.
it,
Yeah.
Climbing
it
your own
helps a
steps
lot.
helps a lot with your
It
knees.
goes,
It just helps you as
yes.
well. Just climbing there up and down.
Just to add
Just
something
constantly
here,
doing it. I think it's a simple way that if you cannot even go out, you
keep your
can
body
do that.
active. Basically, just keep your
Yeah,
body
Yes,
active.
keep it going up and down. Because some
definitely.
And
people, their work, they
mhm,
stay at one place.
I was going to say that, yeah, for
Yeah.
people who work
And some
remotely.
people, their work gives walking. You have to go run, and by
Mm-hmm.
the time you come home, you've had about 14,000 steps. Yeah,
Yeah.
but some people they just like sitting down maybe on the computer. I think that one is also another
and thanks,
hard work. But
COVID did
if
not
your
really
work
make it easy,
consists of
especially those that work from home.
walking around, it helps.
It helps. It helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does help. And there's the thing, just because we finished the festive period and everything, and you've had supposed to have had a lot to it, you shouldn't feel bad. That you've had, I mean, the first period is meant to be enjoyed. You're meant to enjoy time with family and eat what you can,
Yeah.
what your body can tolerate. And most people feel because I've done all of that, I've had so much to it, I need to detox. You should not, and they feel bad. Yes, it just like we said, if you don't have a good relationship with your food, you feel bad after eating certain things. You should never feel bad for eating. I mean, food is meant to be enjoyed. So whenever you feel bad after eating, then that means you are guilt tripping yourself. So the important thing is to know your limits. That is where portion and self control comes in. So you have to need to have portion control and self control. So most people feel after maybe a weekend of enjoyment, the next thing is to detoxify. But that's not the next thing to do. The next thing for you to do is to go back on your meal routine, on your pattern, on your daily lifestyle. Go back to that. Not to say you need a juice thing or detox. So don't feel bad if you had an enjoyable weekend. If you had so much, don't feel bad. You should not feel guilty for eating. You should not. You should never at no point feel guilty because you're meant to enjoy your food. So don't ever feel guilty for eating. Enjoy your food. Just make sure that you're watching what you eat. You have portion control and you have a process that's basically on there to us. So don't never feel bad for eating and enjoying your food.
Yes, please don't take. Let's not take that in the wrong way and say, "Oh, they said I shouldn't feel bad for enjoying my
Ah,
food, and I'm probably going to eat a box of chocolate."
no,
No,
no.
no,
No.
actually, that's not what he means. So yes, you can have few snacks here or there. Once in a while, I snack on chocolates, but then it's portion. Everything is
Should be
portion.
controlled and
It should be
self
controlled.
controlled.
If you have a bar of chocolate, probably like a bar of Mars, you can snack on that in 2 days. Probably eat 1/4 of it today and another quarter probably tomorrow or in 3 days time or something like that. It shouldn't be a constant thing. It should not be every time. That's why you see people. I have a close friend who does something like after the whole festive period, they do things called veganuary. So
Hmm.
for the January period, they are strictly on fruit and
No
vegetable
vegan.
diet, vegan food. They don't eat no animal protein, no nothing. Basically, they're just vegetarians for just that month. And then immediately the month is over, You're
They go
going
back.
back to your processed foods. So what was the point? That
Hmm.
in the first place, the point is do not limit the whole processed food, limit the sugary drinks, the fizzy drinks, everything. Limit it. Yes, you can have that once in a while, but cut that off, because when you have a stable diet like this, you actually will not feel tempted to say,
Mhm.
I've not had chocolate too. I don't even eat chocolate anymore. And I used to like chocolate before. Probably you won't, that will not happen to you, because you already know that once in a while you give
You
that to yourself
indulge,
as a treat. You
indulge the cravings.
indulge in that. So that craving will not even come up to say, oh, I think we
You will
should
feel
have ice
tempted
cream
to
every
have
day. Yes,
chocolate in
or
the middle of the
tempt
night when
you.
you're meant to be sleeping. You will feel tempted to do all of
Exactly.
that.
If you're living a healthy life, if you're watching your portions, if you're eating in the right way, that will not even be coming up at all. That will not happen.
And just to continue what you said about people taking certain diet for a particular month or period of time, that is not a lifestyle. And after a certain time, they fall back. We call it relapse. They relapse back into their old lifestyle. So whatever diet or whatever thing you need to go on, make sure it's a lifestyle you can sustain.
Yeah.
It should not be something you only do for 2 weeks or for 3 days, or because most of these detox drink, I tell you, it's for 1 week. So after the 1 week, what happens? Is it something you can sustain? Something you can keep pumping money into? Because if I have to be paying so much amount of money for a cleansing weekend for a drink, I'm sure by now I won't have any money. So
At all.
make sure this thing is something you can sustain 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Because that's why we encourage lifestyle modification. Have a good lifestyle. Because if you have a good lifestyle with your food and your life, everything, so then something you can sustain, something you can keep going ahead, going with. And like Sylvia has said as well, have a healthy relationship with your food, yeah. So whenever you feel, oh, I need to have a bar of chocolate, you can have one as long as one, you don't have any medical condition that's restricting you. And also that's major, and your age as well. You need to, these are the things you need to consider. You don't have any medical condition restricting you from enjoying a bar of chocolate, and your age is fine. Then sure, nothing stops you from having a bar of chocolate. But then again, portion and moderation is important. Just because you said you can have indulge your craving doesn't mean have a bowl of ice cream in one sitting. No, you shouldn't do that. But then again, once in a while, indulge your cravings. Whenever you feel, oh, because that's to show you have an healthy relationship with your food. You can balance both your food and your lifestyle together without going overboard. I don't know if I have any more questions.
Yeah.
So before
Do we
we
have
go,
any
what is the conclusion of all this? I mean, can you just, somebody might have just joined. Can you summarize everything before we go? The final advice.
Okay, Sylvia,
Oh,
start.
okay. So basically, detox or detoxification with detox diet is irrational, and it's a huge scam. Anybody who comes to meet you to say, I have detox tea, I have all of this to sell to you, it's a huge scam.
And a way to take your
Your
money.
Yes, it's a way, it's a scam and a way to take your money. Just like we've explained, and just like we've brought up evidence and things like that. The best way for your body to remove toxic waste is with your organs, your liver, your kidney, your skin, your lungs, and your lymph system.
As long
That
as
is
they are
the,
healthy and you have at
as
least
long
one of them, then you're fine.
yes, as long as they are healthy. That is the only thing. Because if you're healthy, there's no point, there's no amount of detox diet, there's no amount of detox treatment that will work on a healthy organ. You are just giving the organs
Double
more
work to
work
do.
to do. So instead of doing what's supposed to do, it has double work. So please always make sure that you live a healthy life. And then just like I always say, we are what we eat. Whatever you put in your system, that is what shapes your lifestyle, that is what shapes your eating habits. So we are what we eat. And I want to advise everyone out there to please live a healthy lifestyle. If you want to lose weight the right way, reduce your
The way you can
portion
sustain and
size.
maintain.
Exactly, it has to be sustainable. Lose weight in a sustainable way, reduce your portion sizes, and then always work out regularly. If you feel bloated, if you feel you're not feeling somehow, go back. What have I eaten? What exactly did I eat that made me feel this way? Okay, I think I should cut this out, or I think I should eat more of this. Go back, review your diet. Always review your diet when you have issues like that. Don't always assume that I need to detox. The first thing I need to do is detox. No, your body is already doing that. Thank you very much.
And just to add on, yeah, any diet that will make you restrict certain things or restrict certain food is not something you should engage on. Rather than looking for a way to deprive yourself and restrict yourself from enjoying food, you should look for a way to add to your food. Now, when I mean add to, I don't mean adding portion to your food. You can add your fruit and vegetable to your food. So whatever will make you restrict or deprive yourself from eating, then that's something you should never embark on. Rather, look for ways to improve on your food, make your food more colorful, add more fruit and vegetable to your food, things that will make your food more appealing and not appalling. So make your food more appealing, add more fruit and vegetable, add to your food. Then that way you get the best out of your food. But on no account should you go with any diet that will make you restrict your food or deprive you of eating certain things when you do not have a medical condition or you don't have any other reason to restrict yourself. So enjoy your food. Food is meant to be enjoyed. Enjoy your food. Do not restrict yourself from anything, because the moment you start restricting yourself, you start losing nutrients, you start losing electrolytes. So that's not something we encourage.
Okay, thank you so much. This is nutritionist Sylvia, and then we have it's also the same dietitian as well, and then we have Stephen, who is also a dietitian. Thanks so much for this advice, and I think if you are going to work with this, it will help. As you said, when you the point I want to stress is when you feel you need toilet, please, the advice you do it as soon as possible.
Where you need to go, you need to go.
We shouldn't stay and say, "Oh, let me finish this cooking." Please let us protect our liver and our organs so that we don't have any side effects. Thank you all for joining in. Those who are on, thanks so much for joining in. Until we meet again, we say bye-bye, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
There's no one above you, 'cause I'm hooked, babe, on your love, just because I just had to wet my whistle when I kissed your lips, girl.